Monday, after the Class of the Capitol, that my school was in charge of Class of the Capitol, and after that I was standing around and I was like, man, why don't we have a student demonstration, a student rally? And then I was like, how do you do that? And so I went ahead and talked to OEA. I went ahead and made a Facebook group, and then it just ballooned. I was contacting everyone that I have ever known and just trying to share the page as much as possible. And I think it blew up in a way that was very, very good and fortunate for me.
You said it started when you kind of looked around and thought there should be more students here. Why should there be more students here?
Because the conversation should be about us. It's not, there's a lot of rhetoric going around right now that it's teachers wanting a higher pay raise, or it's, they're like teenagers wanting a newer car. And the conversation should be about us. It's about our education. It's about our support workers at our schools. The legislation that's being passed is very unique right now because it is impacting a generation of people that can't really vote yet. So, the conversation should be about how it's impacting us.
Yeah. You're referencing Governor Fallon's comments about teachers.
Yes.
It's all that is an insult to teachers, maybe even an insult to teenagers, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you feel like teenage students are kind of being ignored in this process? Your voice is not being listened to?
I definitely would think so, which is interesting because you see in national news right now, teenagers are leading the way in inspiring change. And so I think that we are a group of people that should be listened to and legislators should be concerned about. We're looking at their voting record right now, and I know I'm voting in November. So I do feel like we're not being heard, and I definitely feel like we should be. So that's kind of what today's about.
Yeah. Are you 18 yet?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you're 18 too.
I am registered to vote. I registered to vote the day I turned 18, and we have our shirts today that say the date that we turn 18. Okay. The names of my representatives are on the back. So I want them to know that I know.
Yeah. Who are your representatives?
Adam Pugh and Mike Osborne.
Okay. And so today's rally, tell me a little bit what's going to look like.
Sure. So today it starts at 10 officially, and what it's going to be is from 10 until 10:45 at the latest. We have a number of student speakers. They'll speak. After that, we will go inside the Capitol. It's pretty unstructured from there. I want kids to go in, talk to Generation Citizen about talking to your legislators, and then go find your legislators and talk to them. Around the time that a line starts forming outside the State House, we will all go as students and stand in line, and then hopefully we enter the gallery as students, all dressed in white, watching our legislators.
Yeah. Tell me about how have you seen the impact of budget cuts, in your school, in your class?
Sure. I've been fortunate enough. I've been in Edmond schools for all 12 years of my schooling. So I was there until 2008, and when the cut started happening, and I've been there since, which means that I got to see that before and after. And although I was young, the quality of education was very different from what it is today. And living in Edmond, it's a pretty affluent community, but we still have broken desks and broken chairs and broken lockers, and we still have threats of mold, and we still have a low teacher retention, and we still have teachers leaving. And if it's that way in an affluent community with a supportive school board, then how must it be in, inner city communities? It's despicable that this is something we have to fight for right now.
Yeah. And tell me, what was the date on the front of your shirt?
9/23/17.
Okay, so that was your birthday?
Yeah, that was my 18th birthday.
And you've got the lawmakers' names written on the back. How much of how much will be, you referenced this already, but can you say a little bit more about how much will voting be a part of the message today?
I really hope to emphasize voting. 18 to 24-year-olds are the ones least likely to show up to the polls, which is understandable. It's a tough period of life, all of this stuff. But I do want to emphasize to my peers today who can vote to get registered and then to come out to the polls and vote, because that you have to work within the system to change it. And so I think by participating in democracy as a group that doesn't typically, maybe we will be listened to more in the future.